Good morning, everyone. I like the energy in this room. That's good. That's good. I've been here for a week already, many meetings, so it's good to feel that energy. Well, first of all, it's an honor for me to be here. As a representative of a small and distant country, it's a great opportunity to have a chance to speak to you for a few minutes. So I think the set has been already very well set, so I'm not going to go over the basic numbers. You know that very well. I'm going to share with you how we see this challenge from our country. I just share with you what I hope it's a note of optimism in the face of this challenge. So Chile is a small and distant country, but reducing the emissions of shipping is essential for us for a couple of reasons. The first one is our geography. I don't know if you know where we are, South America, a narrow strip of land. We have 6,000 kilometers of coastline. And the average width of our country is 180 kilometers. So in Chile, basically, you're always close to a port, right? So we have 40 ports throughout our country, and we have a very open economy. So exports account for 25% of our GDP. We are the biggest producer and exporter of copper in the world. We produce what I think are great wines. My Italian colleague doesn't agree, but anyway. Wine, fruit, salmon, pulp and paper, and we ship those products to the world through shipping, right? We are making enormous efforts to be carbon neutral by 2050. We will be aggressively reducing the emissions of our own production processes. But if we do that, but shipping retains a very high carbon footprint, we have a problem, right? So to remain competitive in a world that will be increasingly sensitive to global emissions, CO2 emissions, we need to help reduce the carbon footprint of shipping. I know that we have tensions around this issue. I see them in Chile. Some people think if we go along with that agenda, we will lose competitiveness. So we need to resist changes. I'm on the progressive side. I'm one of those who think that climate change is an enormous challenge, the biggest challenge we face as a generation. But I'm also convinced that it holds enormous opportunities, and that if we take a positive approach, we draw on our ingenuity and work together, we will make it happen, and we will be able to leave a better world for our children. So I know this is a very complicated challenge. It has many components to it: technology, efficiency, political discussions, and so on. But I just want to tell you what we can contribute to this challenge. We can contribute the fuels. We have basically 80 times the renewable resources to produce electricity, 80 times the resources we will ever be able to use. We have the best solar irradiance on the planet, capacity factors of over 37% in the Atacama Desert in the north. And we have onshore wind capacity factors of over 70% in the south, in Magallanes, right? And the production of green hydrogen, green ammonia, sync fuels, and methanol, that's the best way we have to harvest those resources and share them with the world, and to make a contribution to reduce the carbon footprint of shipping. So we launched a year ago a very aggressive and ambitious green hydrogen strategy. It has 8 pillars. I'm not going to walk you through them now. You can access the document. It's available online. But we're making very good progress. We have already 60 projects under development, different types of projects in the north, in the south. We have more than 100 companies, international companies and local companies investing in that industry in Chile. And we think we will be able to produce the cheapest green hydrogen on the planet. And that's what our numbers show, but also we hired McKinsey & Company to help us develop the strategy, and they came to the same conclusion. We think we will be able to produce green hydrogen at less than $1.5 per kilogram by 2025, right? I'm traveling to Japan this afternoon, and I had a call with the Japanese around 6 months ago, and I shared these numbers with them, and they said, "That's fine, Minister, let us run our own numbers." So they did. They hired the Institute for Energy Economics of Japan, and they just published their report, and they came to the same conclusion. Chile is the best place on earth to source green ammonia for Japan, right? A very competitive producer. Our cost of production is so low that it more than compensates the relative disadvantage we have because of logistics, right? And the last number I want to leave you with, if IRENA estimates that the shipping industry will be requiring 50 million tons of green hydrogen for ammonia, methanol, sync fuels, our renewable energy capacity will allow us to produce 160 million per year, right? So there's going to be enough fuel to clean the industry. What I want to invite you to is to work together, to learn more about our strategy, to reach out. There's no way we will do this without cooperation. We can make our contribution with our renewable energies, but we need to work together to make this happen. So thank you so much again for this opportunity, and I hope we have a great discussion.